Welcome to my CSE 627 final project, using Web 2.0 tools to teach grammar. The audience for this 5-lesson project is an intermediate ESL class. They range from 9th to 12th graders, and they speak a wide range of native languages, including Spanish, Hmong, Korean, Chinese, Arabic, and Vietnamese. The learning goals for this project are to reinforce and review the past perfect, present perfect, and future perfect tenses, to ensure students deeply understand the circumstances for using each of those tenses, and to allow students to practice speaking and writing in all 3 tenses. The context for learning is a face-to-face classroom. An overview of the lessons includes Lesson 1, the present perfect, Lesson 2, the past perfect, Lesson 3, the future perfect, Lesson 4, create online storyboards for all 3 tenses, and Lesson 5, a spinner game using all 3 tenses. The Web 2.0 tools that will be used for this lesson will include the Screencast-O-Matic, Google Forms and Google Classroom, ThingLink, Smartboard, and Storyboard That. So let's get started with Lesson 1, the past perfect. Part 1 of Lesson 1, the teacher will open Google Classroom to today's announcement, a link to a ThingLink. The teacher will open the ThingLink and it will look like the example on your left. The teacher will project the ThingLink on the smartboard and go through the different elements of the past perfect tense. The teacher can click on this button to play a screencasted lecture. Then the teacher can click on this button to show an image of the past perfect timeline, and then review the signal words here. For part 2 of this lesson, students will complete a worksheet with sentences in the past perfect. When they're completing their worksheet, they can open up Google Classroom and open up the ThingLink either on their phones or on their Chromebooks. Part 3 for homework, students will participate in a Google Classroom discussion about teacher-posted question. The question will be, discuss 2 occasions when you would want to use past perfect and 2 occasions when you wouldn't. Make at least 1 comment on a classmate's post. Lessons 2 and 3 look a lot like Lesson 1, except Lessons 2 and 3 will cover the present perfect and the future perfect. However, the Google Classroom discussion questions will be different. Question for Lesson 2 would be compare and contrast the past perfect and the present perfect. Respond to your classmates by asking 1 question and making 1 comment. And question 3, how is the future perfect similar to the past perfect? Ask 2 classmates a question using future perfect and respond to 2 classmates' questions. One of the best things about Google Classroom is its ability to facilitate a class discussion. For Lesson 4, students will go to storyboardthat.com and create 3 of their own storyboards. Each storyboard will show one of the tenses we have learned. Below, I've included an example of a storyboard that shows the correct use of the present perfect tense. And Lesson 5, the Smartboard Spinner Game. In Lesson 5, using the Smartboard graphic animation tool, students will play a game. The first spinner will have key phrases that alert them to the usage of the past perfect, present perfect, or future perfect. The second spinner will have different verbs. Students will spin the wheels and then use their choices to compose sentences using the correct grammar. In conclusion, with the help of ThingLink, Screencast-O-Matic, Google Classroom, Storyboard That, and Smartboard, students will be able to correctly use each of the 3 tenses, past perfect, present perfect, and future perfect, determine when to use each tense, and create materials that demonstrate their learnings. Here are the photo credits.